Deep in the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, where the great rivers Tigris and Euphrates flowed, there stood a symbol so powerful that it echoed through the ages, the tree of life. This was no ordinary tree. It was a sacred emblem, carved into stone by the hands of skilled artisans, a bridge between the earth and the heavens. Its roots dug deep into the underworld, while its branches stretched high into the sky, touching the realm of the gods. The story of the Mesopotamian tree of life begins in the earliest days of civilization, when the first cities rose from the fertile land between the rivers. The people of Sumer, Akkad, and Babylon saw the world as a place of mystery and divine power. They believed that life itself was a gift from the gods, and the tree of life was a reminder of this sacred connection. In the ruins of ancient palaces and temples, archaeologists have uncovered stone carvings that tell the tale of this mighty tree. One of the most famous examples is found in the Assyrian city of Nimrud. There, on the walls of King Ashurnasirpal's palace, the tree of life stands tall, guarded by winged beings called genies. These figures, half human and half divine, hold pine cones and buckets, symbols of purification and eternal life. Their presence tells us that the tree was not just a plant. It was a divine force, protected by the gods themselves. But what did the tree of life really mean to the people of Mesopotamia? To understand this, we must look at their beliefs. The Mesopotamians saw the universe as a great mountain. At its peak lived the gods, in a place called the abode of heaven. Below was the earth, where humans toiled and struggled. And beneath the earth lay the dark underworld, ruled by the goddess Ereshkigal. The tree of life grew at the center of this world, connecting all three realms. Its roots drank from the waters of the underworld. Its trunk stood firm on the earth, and its branches reached for the heavens. The tree was also a symbol of kingship. The rulers of Mesopotamia believed they were chosen by the gods to maintain order in the world. In many carvings we see kings standing beside the tree of life, sometimes even touching it. This was not just art, it was a message. By showing the king near the tree, the artists were saying that the ruler had the gods' favor, that he was the guardian of life and prosperity for his people. Another fascinating detail in these carvings is the presence of animals. Often goats or other creatures are shown nibbling at the tree's leaves. At first this might seem strange. Why would animals be allowed near such a sacred symbol? But in Mesopotamian belief, the tree was not just for humans. It is a gift to all living things. The goats represented nature's endless cycle of life and renewal. Even as they ate from the tree, it remained strong, showing that true life could never be destroyed. The tree of life was also linked to the goddess Ishtar, one of the most powerful deities in Mesopotamia. Ishtar was the goddess of love, war, and fertility. She moved between the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, much like the tree itself. Some scholars believe that the tree was a symbol of her power, the power to give life and to take it away. In one famous myth, Ishtar descends into the underworld to confront her sister Ereshkigal. As she passes through each gate, she loses a piece of her clothing, symbolizing the stripping away of life's comforts. When she finally stands naked before Ereshkigal, she is killed. But the story does not end there. Ishtar is brought back to life, showing that even death cannot hold back the force of life forever. The Babylonians, too, had their own version of the tree of life. In their great epic, the Enuma Elish, the god Marduk, creates the world from the body of the chaos monster Tiamat. After his victory, Marduk establishes order in the universe. Some believe that the tree of life in Babylonian art represents this divine order, a world where everything has its place, where life is protected by the gods. As time passed, the symbol of the tree of life spread beyond Mesopotamia. The ancient Persians, the Egyptians, and even later cultures like the Greeks and the Hebrews had their own versions of the sacred tree. But the oldest roots of this idea lie in the stone carvings of Mesopotamia, where artists first captured its image for eternity. Today, when we look at these ancient carvings, we are seeing more than just art. We are seeing a message from the past, a belief that life is sacred, that it connects all things, gods, humans, animals, and the earth itself. The Mesopotamian tree of life reminds us that even in a world of uncertainty, there is something eternal, something that endures beyond time. And so, the story of the tree of life lives on, carved in stone, waiting for those who seek its wisdom. It stands as a testament to the dreams and hopes of an ancient people, a bridge between their world and ours. Perhaps in its branches we can still find a glimpse of the divine,